Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Nick Talks. And we're, chilling on our little weekend update here. Hope everybody's doing good. We are doing pretty great over here, I must say. Feeling good. I've said in the past that when I'm most excited about my goals, when I'm working the hardest on them and I'm seeing improvements. And we're getting there. We're doing things. We're not getting there, but I'm seeing motion, and that's always a relief, because it's the worst when you're just grind and toil, and all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, as they say. Tough stuff sometimes. But we're having fun. We're doing good stuff. It seems I had a bit of an ultimatum at work where I was trying to get some time off for Christmas, and they said no time off for the holidays. I was like, bruh. So I went and talked to the manager, and she said, I'll see what I can do. Now, obviously, I was going either way, so it was really just a question of if I was keeping my job or not. So I thought it was pretty funny that she had to go and make sure it was okay, because, you could just say whatever, it's okay. But it's fine. I would rather not go job hunting. I don't really enjoy it, but, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I kind of left it up to the big man, and, hey, if I'm meant to hang out here, the purpose is obvious, and I'll do that. And if I'm not, then I'll move on and figure it out. And it seems that we're hanging out, and so here we are. So, which I don't mind. I've put up my fair share of bitching since I started, pretty much. Well, I was trying to be pretty positive in the beginning, and then I've gone through phases, essentially. But I was negative Nancy there for a while about my job, and now, I enjoy it. I enjoy working there. I'm catching a groove, and especially because I like climbing the social hierarchy of any place, not just this place that I work now, but I just really enjoy it. Something about the game of climbing the ladder, and because it's not like you get a notification when you've moved up a step. You just kind of have to feel it out. And I just love it so much, man. I love it so much. I like seeing that I'm moving up in the way that people react to me and talk to me and treat me. Like, I can see it in their faces and hear it in their voice, and mark it against how it was in the beginning. And it's cool. It's so much fun. If anything, it at least gives me something to do, right? Plus, it doesn't hurt that in most things I'm a freak, right? Just out of the ordinary individual. Not horn tooting here. Let's get this straight. I don't want, arrogance piled on my plate. At least not for this. But, as far as normal people go in this corner of the world, not most people are doing the basic things that I'm doing. And so it's not rocket science to stand out as an individual. But socially, especially coming off the back of a pretty reclusive bout, is more difficult. Like actual conversation and charisma. But we're getting it down, baby. We're fucking rocking and rolling. We're getting moving, dude. Holy hell. It feels so good. I think that I talked in the last one about just how much I love talking to people. It just lights me the fuck up, dude. And it's the truth. It's the truth. And the more I can unleash and just open up and fully display my personality, the more fun I have. The more I break down walls of my own construction. Like walls that were put in place by me, the more I break them down and just let myself flow out with intention, like guiding the river of my conscious and subconscious mind, into the open air for other people to witness, the more fun I have. And goddamn, it's so great. It's so great. And it's, it's a daily thing. It's every day. It's like another brick in the wall. So I'm having a good time, man. I'm having a fucking good time. Now I'll say the next step is obviously not to take attention away from social interaction, but I'd say also to try and extend more effort in the direction of personal betterment, which I always have a sort of tonic level of improvement happening. But there's a big difference, because it's like if my standard, my baseline, my normal level of I'm trying to improve myself is like a 4, then I don't feel like I'm doing anything unless I'm at like a 6 or a 7, right? So I appreciate the fact that I've somehow managed to, whether by nature or, well, definitely not by nature, but whether through my upbringing or my own personal doing, I've managed to install a base code, essentially, that runs in the background without my doing, to where I'm always improving in some fashion. Like, I can only be stagnant in an area for so long before I'm like, okay, we gotta fucking do something. I appreciate that, but it's not quite enough to feel the spark of like, yeah, I'm doing shit. You know what I mean? So yes, I'm not letting my life go to ruin, but it's not, and I would say that I am improving maybe even above my tonic or baseline rate, but not quite at the accelerated rate. And so I would like to start, fucking long story short, right? I'd like to start doing more of that, getting back there, because I think I can hit some magic zone if I'm performing at a high level socially and performing at a high level personally. I think that there is some tandem dance there that is fucking rock and roll, dude. That I think I've hit in the past. Well, I know I've hit in the past once, but I mean recently. The obvious big one. The like 16 to 19 years. Maybe 16 to... Yeah, I will say 16 to 18. But I think I hit it recently as well. But it wasn't a long enough streak for me to fully note. So we're going to try and get back there. I think there's some juice when combining personal improvement at a high level and social, I don't know, adequacy, I guess, and social performance, social connection, social whatever. I think there's some juiciness that happens there to where I'm just flowing, dude, just rocking out. But anywho, enough about that. Gym's going good. I am slightly tweaking some of my workout sessions because it seems like I've fallen into some kind of trap where I've always been like, oh my goodness, I don't understand it. My back and my biceps grow so quickly, but my chest and my legs, well, my legs grow pretty quick too, but my chest doesn't grow very quick. And then I recognize that I'm literally maxing out every single week, which I can do, but it's not like I want aesthetics and size currently. Like I want to get strength as well, but like I want to look good. And if my arms are fucking huge and my chest is like, it just doesn't, like my proportions are off. And so I need to bring my chest up and then I can strengthen everything. So if I'm always maxing out, I'm obviously training for strength, and that's not, like obviously a stronger muscle is a bigger muscle, but it's not completely linear, right? It's not 1-to-1. And so, in fact, you can gain a lot of strength without increasing muscle size at all, which is exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I'm benching fucking 315 and my chest is okay. I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not I would say, up to the same level that my arms are, or my back is, because I train those hypertrophically, I guess. I train for hypertrophy on every body part but my chest and my legs, and those two are the ones that I bitch about the most. Well, obviously, I just need to change my training. I'm such a fucking goof sometimes. So that's what I'm doing. Slowing the reps down, stop going for maxes. I mean, occasionally, obviously, like I still want to hit big numbers, but just trying to stick to, pyramid sets, 12 down, sometimes 15 down, and then maybe a burnout. But that's going pretty good so far. Legs are getting some improvements. They're not quite big enough to where I'm happy. Same with my chest, but at least my chest looks pretty good, even though it's not huge. But my legs, dangerously close to small, in my opinion. I've gotten compliments on them, so obviously I'm not Popsicle Man, which is good. But I don't think, the proportions are just off. I can just tell. I can't really pinpoint how they're off, but I know that they're whack. I know that my proportions are, just not gelling well for what I would like. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. And on the same note, I have recently, this week, discovered and potentially rediscovered the importance of carbohydrates in a workout. I fall into the trap. I mean, I eat chicken and rice every day. Been forever. But, hate to say it, I very often leave the rice in the bowl and just eat the chicken. Because it's I'm just trying to power through this meal, and the rice is so tedious. It's already tedious to eat that much chicken every day. But the chicken's pretty good, and it's meat, and I know protein is good for gains, but obviously so are carbohydrates, and actually 100% necessary. And so, but I just don't want to eat rice, bro. I just really don't want to eat rice. But I think about a week ago, I ate I think it was 2 weeks ago, I ate 4 pizzas in a weekend. So in a day and a half, I ate 4 pizzas and still was taking in all my protein and whatnot. And my pumps since then, the days that I was eating the pizza and the few days following, were fucking crazy pumps that I haven't had in a long time. Every once in a while I'll catch a really good pump, but I've just been not getting that swollen feeling where my skin is tight. And that's half the juice, dude, of being in the gym, is feeling that tightness and seeing whatever body part blow up to twice the size it's supposed to be, right? That's as Arnold says, it's like coming, dude. It's fucking awesome. And I haven't been getting it as much. And, whoa, surprise, carbohydrates were the key. And so I've been really trying to improve my relationship with carbs. I do notice that I stay leaner if I consume less carbs. So I'm trying to find the balance point of less, but enough, essentially. Just enough carbs to get the job done is where I'm trying to balance out. But as we say pretty often, optimal balance is a difficult thing to achieve. And that goalpost is often a moving target. So you gotta keep figuring things out. But pretty good. Getting back in the pump game, it's so nice. So nice. I mean, I never have a question of if I'm gonna go to the gym or not. I've just kind of accepted that there is the only Nick that doesn't go to the gym, or the Nick that doesn't go to the gym is a suboptimal Nick every time. It just is what it is. I don't even think that that's a life that I've chosen. It's just obvious. I don't have another option. So it's I don't even need to think about, am I going to the gym this week? Or no, it's just going to happen. But getting massive pumps, it makes it a lot more enjoyable. I enjoy it every time, but a lot more if I'm freaking oh my God, dude, fucking freaking out. But anywho, god damn, we're hitting time, baby. And I felt like I was talking pretty quick. So we'll hit this last point and then we'll wrap this up for our time this weekend until the next. But something that I've been thinking about a lot is I've been doing this YouTube thing for a while now. More consistently the longer I do it, but still. And I've never really rationalized what it would mean and what it would really be like, how my life would be different if and when it works out. Like, what will that actually look like? What would that feel like? What would my days be like? And, I've always just had it in the back of my mind as I won't have to go to work, which I fucking hate. Everybody knows. I say it all the time. I fucking hate working for the man. I hate giving my time to someone else and them telling me what I'm going to do with it. It pisses me off. It's, I won't say slavery, obviously, because I'm getting compensated for it. There's fine detail there that is absent in slavery, but I'm not free. I'm not completely free, right? I'm freer than, some individuals are and have been, but not as free as I would like to be. I'm not the ultimate decider of what I get to do every day and every week, and for how long I get to do it. I don't get to make those decisions, right? I mean, yeah, ultimately I can change jobs and I can do this, but the point being is that someone else, if I'm working for a job, is telling me what I am doing, and I don't enjoy that. And that's always how I've rationalized it, is that I won't have that anymore. I won't have to report to boss man ever again, right? I'm boss man now, essentially. And only recently have I decided to, started just seemingly naturally extending that out to what does that look like? And just thinking about, well, holy shit, I go to work like 7+ hours, 5 days a week. Okay, so we're at like 35 to 40, sometimes plus hours a week. So if I didn't have that, and my job is then to produce content, which realistically, even if I work, I think I could get everything done for this channel, all videos recorded on the current schedule that I have now, while editing myself and planning for improvements and scripting and all that stuff. I think I could get that done with like 4 or 5 dedicated hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week. I think. If not, some alternate ratio. Essentially like 20 to 30 hours a week, I think that I could fucking be fine. I think I could go 5 or 6 days a week, but I think that point being is it would be way less time. It would be so much less time than going to a job, right? If we're arguing making the same pay. And so just recognizing, okay, well, what does that mean? Walking downstream of that, what does that mean for me? Okay, well, the house would probably be cleaner because instead of having to try and clean during the week, like when I get home while working on videos after work and going to the gym, right? Instead of doing that, I could just clean up a little bit every day and keep areas clean because I don't have to rush to work or anything. So there's a difference. I'd probably get better sleep because I could form a consistent sleep schedule, right? Right? I could probably I could probably have a better diet because I'd have a more regulated eating schedule. I'd be able to spend more time on hobbies and interests and reading and tanning and on my relationships with my partner, with my friends, with my family, right? I could travel more and not even, we're saying that I'm making roughly the same amount. This is not even with like 6-figure status. This is just, let's say I'm making enough to where I can quit my job. Just that bare minimum. I could just, I have time. I can just go to the store whenever I want. I can drive to the city that's not too far away and spend the day there. I can just hang out. So many things open up. And obviously, this is like a big duh, but actually feeling it and recognizing, like, wow, that would be so different. I really can't imagine what higher than that would feel like. I just can't rationalize it in my mind. I can't imagine what $100,000 a year would feel like, personally. With my partner, we've made either pretty close or maybe a little bit more than that, I'd say, in Miami. We were doing pretty damn good, and it felt pretty good, but I'd say, me personally, my money coming in being $100,000, I don't think that I can rationalize that. But making 60 to 70 is about what I'm talking. 50 to 60, we'll even call it that. Based on just a personal brand and whatnot, I can rationalize that. And this is like, that's what I'm talking about. And it's crazy. It's like life altering to have that kind of freedom. And it's pretty interesting, and I'm pretty excited. These fucking movie videos keep going the way that they're going. I'm going to be doing all right, hopefully, at some point. Someday, baby. But anywho, that's all we got for today. That's all we got. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate, hey, you, Nick, in the future. Can't wait for you to watch this and be like, dude, why the fuck are you spazzing so hard? It's because I had a coffee before I went to the gym, dude. I worked a long shift today, and I was very tired, and so I had a coffee before the gym, and it seems that I didn't work all of it off. Okay, the gym closed at 7. I got there at 6:05, 6:10, and I worked out until 5 till. So, yeah, I didn't get a full workout in. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you're going to tweak. It is what it is. You probably still do it now, you fucking limey fuck. But anywho, that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Nick out.